Hey everybody, welcome back to episode 3 of Threat Assessment. We're taking a look here in this series at videos that you all, as well as myself, have put out there for the YouTube community to consume about our favorite game, our favorite MMO that is back from the brink, back from death, resuscitated. City of Heroes, of course, here on the Homecoming servers. And I'm going to be taking a look at videos of team play that fellow YouTubers have put out there for us to enjoy of their characters doing crazy, wild things, getting into trouble, etc., etc. Uh, Looking at them from a tactical standpoint, through a strategic lens, we're going to be illustrating, pointing stuff out, sharing my thoughts, opinions, experiences, coulda, woulda, shouldas, uh, for educational purposes and some enjoyment, of course. So today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at a robotics electrical affinity mastermind who is bionically enhanced. And this is going out from a YouTuber by the name of Harmony Muse, who I just discovered like a week or so ago. Subscribed to the channel. And they've just been putting out vids for the last, looks about 3 weeks or so for City of Heroes. And today we're going to be taking a look at a episode that they have done about the Manticore task force. So the Manticore task force is one of the big, whatever, 6 or 8 task force they have on Blue Side. And this episode is, I think it's going to run about an hour or something like that. Looks like a little bit less, 45 minutes, something like that. And the character we're going to be following here that Harmony has put together for us is Jaime Somers. And if you know who Jaime Somers is, then you know why my title is what my title is. I'll let those youngsters in the audience try to puzzle that one out, because I'm sure you old farts know exactly what I'm talking about. And Harmony Muse is that's sort of their tag, their old school gamer. So they've got a team of 8. There's a stalker. Then there are 1, 2, 3 blasters. There are also 3 masterminds, one of which is Jaime Somers, and then there's a lone controller here by the name of Terra Storm. We're gonna try to figure out what these folks' powers are. I can guess a few. So piezo, I'm guessing that's something electrical. Agent Scion is the blaster. I guess something Sonic Blast. Darth Evil, I mean, you got to have some sort of dark powers for that, right? Jaime, I already know Jaime's robotics and electrical. And by the way, I know Harmony's kind of followed this character since inception over the last 3 weeks. So if you're looking for a video that kind of goes through the story of that leveling up process and rediscovering the game, from what I can tell, Harmony used to play back in the old days and has recently returned, discovering the game is alive again. Then we got Atomic Man, it looks like. I'm guessing radiation. And then we got Ember High Priest. Ember sounds maybe thermal or fires, I guess. High Priest, I don't know. Terra Storm, I'm pretty sure that's going to be Earth Control Storm Affinity, whatever they call it. Storm Summoning. And then Will of the Wilds, probably some sort of Beast Mastery Mastermind. Let's go ahead and see, though, what's going on. So this is the first mission. They all just got in there. And Harmony's just getting on the map and got their pets summoned already, so that's good. And we've already got action. We already got somebody leveled up, for God's sakes. So, this is one thing that strikes me as happens way too frequently. And it's not necessarily they're trying to, punish anybody here, but it took Jaime a little bit of time to get there. Not a huge amount of time. I think the rest of the team used TT or something like that to get to the mission, and Jaime, I think, flew there from, uh, from wherever Manticore was. So, had to go across half of Brickstown to get there. So, it took a minute or two. But by the time they got there, the rest of the team had already was around the corner, taking out the first group or so. We already got somebody leveling up. And I've mentioned this a few times in my own videos. It's my own little pet peeve, irking, that the mission gets started and the team's already booking it, and not everybody's on the map. Now, I'm not saying you should wait around forever for people to show up, and maybe Jamie took too long. I don't know, but it just seems like dang, they're already running through it. So this kind of concerns me, alarms me a little bit, because I'm hoping this doesn't turn into one of these teams, especially task forces, which is why I really don't like running task forces blue side at all, as they always turn into just speed runs, every single damn one of them. And people don't wait for anybody, and they just go, and people are soloing the whole damn thing while you're just getting out of the mission. Don't know. We'll see what happens, but that would be something that if I was on the team, I'd be going, "Oh man, I hope it's not one of these." I don't recall the leader mentioning this was a speed run, so but I'll have to double check that. But let's go ahead and see what happens. Jamie's just getting caught up, and the fighting has already commenced. Yeah, first group is pretty much dead. We've got a thermal, so yeah, I'm pretty sure that must be our mastermind. I see some electricity zapping around. Okay, Jamie's still trying to get caught up. Pause it here. All right, so what do we got going? So definitely got Earth control. Called that one. So we got Earth control here. It's all these chunks of ugly stone. Then there's somebody with thermal shields. That's probably our high priest, Ember High Priest. I hear crackling electricity, so that could be piezo, but there might be somebody else with electricity. Hard to say so far. I'm seeing some psi damage attacks here, so and this. And by the way, I've mentioned this before, and I think it was I suck at gaming's video, and this is just my own request. Folks out there, if you're going to be videoing your stuff, thank you. But one thing that would really help is if you included the health bars and the symbols for the archetypes and stuff over the heads of your allies, because right now I can't tell really who's who on the team. There's just a bunch of blobs of flying around. So that'd be helpful. So thank you if you can do that. All right, let's go ahead and see what's going on. We got fighting up here. It looks like we're on maybe our third group of enemies. And one thing I'm also going to say while we're talking about looking at this is that Electro Affinity is really good at reactive buffing, targeted buffing. I think, though, it's going to be really good on our Mastermind because if you've not played Electrical Affinity before, you need targets, allied targets, to jump and buff off of. And Jaime Somers has a whole huge group of pets that she can buff off of, as well as all her teammates. So on this particular, situation, she should have no problem getting her chain buffs off. I ran into this with my own Electro Affinity, especially my defender, who only had a single pet or two pets to actually target off of, and that was at level 50. And that made it really hard to support your team. But Jamie here's got plenty of targets that she can chain. I don't know how many of her powers she's got. Looks like she has all of her main buffs that I can see down here in the tray. So there's an endurance buff, there's an absorb buff, there's a healing buff, etc. However, there is going to be a problem. I'm betting it's going to creep up. Is that the chains are limited in the number of jumps, and I don't know the exact number of jumps, but if you target somebody, let's say she targets Will of the Wilds right over here, that will then jump to nearby other targets, like little lightning zigzags. Um, but it's limited. So you got so many targets with all of her pets. And then don't forget, you've got two other masterminds with their pets. I mean, you theoretically have 18 targets right there with just the pets. And then you got all your allies. So if you are trying to get a heal off on somebody, let's say Ember here, who's taking some damage, and you have to try to find Ember directly, it's going to be hard with all these targets. And if you try to just bounce and chain between a bunch of people to get, a larger heal or whatever off, you're going to have to rely on some luck because your powers can get soaked up and absorbed by all these other targets that are not damaged because your jumps don't care who they're hitting as long as it's an ally. So if it hits all a bunch of healed people already or fully endurance people already, it's just going to be a wasted buff. The only good thing is that they're quite spammable. They have a very quick recharge. All right, so anyway, we've got Jaime up here on top. We've already seen a few of her teammates go down over. And again, Jaime seems to be having to play catch up this whole time because by the time she got onto this map, remember the team's already gone. They're already up ahead, and that was without even having a buff. And meanwhile, I know she's got a lot of good buffs because I played Electoral Affinity before, but she's really not able to do anything because the team is already ahead. Hey, should everybody be standing around waiting for you? No. But it's something at least, hey, let's all gather at the door. Hey, guys, get to the door. As soon as we get in, everybody hang tight till the whole team gets there. Then we'll start as a unit. That's always a good thing if you're, leading a team. And not just letting everybody just run pell-mell and who gives a shit what anybody else is doing. But let's see what happens here. All right, we got Mastermind Pets off the chain. So you just saw that. Will of the Wilds was back here next to Jaime a second ago. See if I can back this up. There's Will of the Wilds. She's got him targeted. Their pets go over and start attacking. So I don't even think. Yeah, I'm not even sure Will of the Wilds was even down yet. They're behind. All right, they're right there. Jaime goes down, and their pets are already gone. Oh, wait. Okay, I see what happened. This is crazy mastermind. I don't know. But here's Will of the Wilds right here. And I'm sorry this is a little bit blurry, but the recording's only in 720p, so it's not HD. But there's Will of the Wilds right there, and here's all their pets. So they just dove in. The rest of the team is all down here, it looks like. And this mastermind has just aggroed this group on top of this thing here. So I'm not sure what all they're thinking. And it looks like Pain. Okay, so Will of the Wilds might be Beast Pain. So I'm thinking that's one of our combos, Beast Pain. We've got our controller. I don't know. I'm assuming they're Storm, but they are Earth for sure. Storm is my guess, but I haven't seen anything stormy yet that I can tell. Ember High Priest, I'm thinking is the shielder. The thermal shields. Now, okay, here's the other thing I'm noticing. There are thermal shields here on our blaster, and I don't see it on anybody else. If you're gonna get a buffer shielder, you probably should buff and shield the team, right? It's like a single click and it hits everybody in radius. Now, maybe in Ember's defense, by the time they got on the map, everybody else had already taken off. And so they didn't get a chance to buff everybody because the team is taken off. I've mentioned this in my own videos as well, that, it's the buffer's lament. You enter a map, and if your team doesn't wait and they just charge, your buffs are pretty much pointless. Especially, most buff sets, you can't buff yourself. And if your team takes off and you can't buff them, then what was the point of playing a buffer? I personally like playing debuffers. But anyway, right, I don't see thermal shields on one, maybe somebody else. Will might have on. It's hard to say. But I think that's our other controller. Ember is playing a thermal. I don't know what their pets are, though. I don't recall seeing any of their pets yet. Okay. Jaime's bots. Electric Affinity. And I know I saw a Psi blasting some, we got Psi. Atomic, I'm guessing it's radiation, but I haven't seen all that stuff yet. Anyway, I'm a little concerned already just because my team I've got potentially 4 buffing characters here, 3 masterminds and a controller, and like the team's not even playing as a unit. People are just all over the place. Nobody's really even buffed. And they don't have any beefy, tanky brute people either. I mean, your stalker's not going to be holding aggro. Your blasters aren't going to hold that. They're going to they're going to catch aggro. They're not going to hold it though. Your masterminds are pretty much going to be your tanks. And maybe the beast guy is your best option for that, but they're just on an island out here, unshielded. All right, those, yeah. Okay, so the robot masterminds pets are buffed. All right, Jamie's trying to go over there to help, so that's good. But then those freaking beast pets are just destroyed. All right, Jamie's backing off. Smart play, get out of there. Agent's taking a beating. Oh, thugs. Okay, that's thugs. Thugs is our other mastermind. Ember High Priestess Thugs. Thugs Thermal? Thugs Thermal. I don't know if I've ever seen one of those before. All right, now we're starting to see the fire shield spread. So yeah, it would be my guess that Ember wasn't able to shield everybody because they all took off. But mostly it seems the pets are shielded and not. Like your Stalker doesn't have any shields. Jamie has some now. I don't see Terrastorm shields either.
The Paragon Protector Project, and this is massive game spoilers.
Okay, here comes Jamie. Again, playing catch up. I don't know if Jamie normally is a tentative player or just, hey, they're just following at the speed they're following at. But, you know, as electrical, as a buffer, as a direct, constantly clicking, you need to be in the action because otherwise you're not going to buff anything. We got to move our map here. It's in the middle of everything. And Harmony, I don't know if you know, but you can move your map. You can drag it out of your way in case you see this video. Just click and drag your border up here and move it out of your way. Or resize your map too so it's not blocking your vision. All right, yeah, I don't like how my mastermind, one of my main buffers, is in the back here. We got to get up to the action. Terra's taking a beating. There's a bunch of leveling going on, so I don't know if there's a lot of lower level players here or what. I think I turned around. Getting caught up now. All right, that group's dead already. Look, this. All right, back it up. You guys know what I'm going to say, right? Look at this team. And this is not a shot at Jamie or anything, but look, you got half your crew here, half your crew's here. I think that's somebody there. You know, we got a split team, split the party. You guys know we shouldn't be doing that unless, hey, we got a bunch of ass kicking min max types, you know, IO'd out. I don't know if anybody is at this level. 35 is what Jamie's fighting at. But yeah, we got 2 different groups. So between what I'm seeing there with people not waiting for everybody to get on the map, with not everybody getting the buffs and the support, with our supporters not actually in a line of sight of the team, I'd have concerns at this point that we're going to see some bodies dropping. I don't know, maybe they're running at low enough level, it won't matter. We'll have to see what happens, though. But, you know, I think we need some leadership where somebody, you know, especially if you're putting this team together, I think you need to at least make it clear, hey, everybody stick together. Follow me, whatever. You know, it doesn't mean you're a bossy a-hole, but just, you know, give out some basic directions. Need to stick together. Everybody follow Mastermind X. I mean, whatever. Give some guidance here. This is part of the reason why a lot of these teams. Oh, there's a body dropped. Okay, check it out. Let's go back. Anyway, I was gonna say this is part of the reason why there is so much speedy running because a lot of people are just don't have any guidance. Is what they're supposed to do. Let's keep going. All right, so here we go. We got 4 people right here on this level. All right, so here's your problem. Righty, just like I was just concerned about. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 people. Here's Harmony right there that are on this level. The other 4 people have already gone upstairs. Okay, great. Maybe they can handle themselves. But of the people that are behind, I bet it's your 3 of them are buffers, support tunes. Okay, up the elevator, and we just got on the. Okay, bam. So Harmony just gets off the elevator. There's 3 people still behind them, and there are the 4 people right here already have engaged the next group, and one of our blasters is dead. I bet you the 3 blasters are 3 of these 4 people. I'll bet you that. That's how blasters play. But we've got split team. We don't have our support in tow. Maybe the support needs to get off their ass and move faster. I don't know, but it's sloppy right now. Again, I'm not throwing shots at Jamie here because from what I can tell, they're newer. They're really not sure, super comfortable with the game at this point. But right now, this team is all over the map, literally. Well, let's see what happens. 1's down. Okay, Jamie gets in there. I mean, look at this. So we got ourselves a mess. Let's back this up. So Atomic Man is in there. That's who died. Darth Evil's there. That's who's dying. I think that might be. Just want to see. Boom, they're dead. I gotta get this damn map out of the way. That is our other mastermind. So, from what I can see, the 4 that made it up here is our. I think they're Pain. And then we've got the dead person and the other blaster and the stalker. So those are our 3 people that are in the lead right now. I mean, Pain's got some support. Harmony just made it there, and I don't know who that is coming behind him, but we've got 5 people here right now. 1 just died. Another person's on their way. So we're at 50% of our team power that we should have. Harmony's gonna res, I think. Oh, there goes our stalker. Stalker's up. It's really hard to see what's going on with all the icons and the map in the way and the lower resolution of the recording. Harmony, if you were able to do HD recording, I would. Yeah, you don't gotta make it for me. I have to say it'd be nice because I'd like to be able to see more clearly what's going on, my friend. PA says what? PS is dead again. Like what? Okay. What are you doing? I was this a speed run and like we're trying to get the most deaths. Like that doesn't make any sense. Okay. We just finally kind of got our team coalesced here, right? We just had 2 bodies drop. And immediately after getting up and just finishing this group, we're charging off to the other group to the side and getting wrecked again. Okay, I'm not sure what the plan is there. Yikes. And I'm not saying you're waiting 10 minutes for somebody to show up. You could have waited 30 seconds. Because it looks like Harmony wants to get in there and help, right? But can't because the team already dove in there and died twice.
up.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't understand this constant need for just moving as fast as you possibly can. I mean, there's no reward for moving as fast as you can.
And again, my greatest foe, verticality.
Bonfire. Who's using bonfire? Is it one of our masterminds, maybe? Or, I mean, Terror Storm's Earth, so that bonfire's gotta be maybe a Fire Mastery Epic set from somebody. I don't. Yeah, blasters get bonfire, I think, right? I know masterminds do. All right, let's see what's gonna happen now. Let's see if our party learns anything. There's our big Psy nuke from Agent Scion. Why are you soloing? I don't get it. Eating multiple Skittles. Look at this. I'm sorry. Oh my god. I think my jaw's gonna be just on the floor soon. Okay. All right, we just had two, three deaths. Let's go upstairs. Let's gather ourselves, guys. Okay, shh, let's stick together. We got this, right? We can do it. All right, check this out. So we just got out of that room where people died. And Harmony is looking to go in this way, I think. Meanwhile, you got this group of teammates is heading this way. So we're splitting the team again, I think. Yeah. Okay, so there we go. I mean, you see the team is split again. We got our one mastermind's kind of looking here. Will of the Wild's gone, huh? I don't know if we should go in there. Maybe we should wait. Harmony goes in. I'm thinking, Harmony, you're probably just trying to help, right? I'm guessing. You don't strike me as crazy here and just diving in. I don't see your pets, though. That kind of concerns me. They're trailing behind you. I mean, they're going to be your bodyguard mode. But then what is this blaster doing? Blasters, what are you guys doing? I don't understand. This isn't even like I've heard of scrapper lock, right? Blaster lock, is that a thing? Like, why are you way up here? You have no backup. 5 of 8 people are heading in the other direction. And you nuke. Okay, and all right. Yeah, I'm apologizing if I'm sounding really harsh here, but look at your position, right? You're nuking and you hit like, I don't know, three, four guys, maybe five. You got this whole other huge group. Like, if you want to get maximum damage, then go in the middle of this group and to unload, right? Suicide runs, get in there, blow them all up. You're taking on, a few guys here, and it looks like there's about 8 guys back here. Or maybe, plink a couple guys and pull them. You have nobody backing you up. I'm not even sure you were looking. Hey, you play the way you want to play, but this doesn't make any sense. And then if Harmony goes in there and gets killed, I wouldn't have bothered. Let's see. So Harmony, I think you're probably at this point going, what the hell are you doing? I don't know where your pets are though, Harmony. There they are. Agent is now beginning the Skittle munch to stay alive. All right, so they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Skittles they're currently working. Let's see if we can figure out how many greens they eat. Back it up. There's the nuke. So they did 2 Psy Blasts. All right, they clicked 1 green, I think at least. 2. 3 maybe? Unless that was one of those was electrical. They clicked at least 2 greens. So about 7 Skittles so far. Harmony's now trying to keep them alive. Harmony's getting surrounded. One of their pets are down. It's a freaking jailbreak now. 2 pets down. So Harmony, it's like you might as well just concentrate on your pets. Screw your blaster. He's on his own. Yeah, like you're just trying to keep that dude alive. It looks like the rest of your team has finally shown up, maybe. I don't understand that. It was go in there, throw Psy NATO, and then do your Psy Whale. It killed maybe 3 guys.
That kind of nearly sucked.
Gotta catch what Harmony was saying.
I need to actually get my guys back up. Ow. That kind of nearly sucked. Get my guys back up. Ow. That kind of nearly sucked.
Yeah, I don't think Harmony's happy. Yeah, it's like, you lose half your bots because you're trying to babysit some dude, some blaster. Never babysit a blaster. Ever. Okay, they're on their own. They always do crazy, squirrely stuff. Okay, let them. They know they're gonna die, so you might as well just let them have their fun. Uh, you know, get vengeance for them. Don't bother with reses. All right, so that was the first mission. Defeat all forces in Talos. I think somebody's got TT. Maybe Harmony, you're not sure. TT, Team Teleport. So if you stick with your crew, they can port you there. I don't know if that's what they're using or not. Or, oh, yeah, looks like somebody did Team Teleport. So if you stick near the TT guy, you'll get instant teleport to the mission. All right, so now Harmony is using the old-fashioned train. And by the time, okay, look at this, guys. So by the time they get to Talos, we've got 1 guy on the map, 2, 3, 4, 5 are on the map already. And once they get in there, they're already have started, right? Let's keep going.
The last line of defense badge.
All right, so Harmony's on the map finally. It took a couple minutes to get there.
That makes no sense.
Head. All right, they didn't get as far. Oh, there goes another death. Agent Scion's down. Guess they finally got their comeuppance in this. All right, agents back up.
One moment, folks. I'll keep playing, but I need to heat up.
Yeah, see, if I'm playing Electro Affinity and I'm on a Mastermind, I'm focusing through my pets. Because that's what's going to keep you alive anyway, because your teammates sure as hell aren't going to do it. But they're busy getting themselves killed. I mean, with a team with 4 Masterminds and a controller, you shouldn't have any deaths. We don't have thermal shields in everybody, and it's not that hard to get thermal shields out, right? It's a single click. You've got a couple players without them who got to the map late, so why not buff them now that you're in a group? I mean, Harmony, you're having a hard time just getting your powers and stuff going because you're constantly trying to play catch up and buff bot with some of these people. If I was you, I would just focus on my pets, maybe go into bodyguard mode, maybe put a couple on aggressive, start taking it to the enemy, get them to attack you. That'll trigger your bots to defend, and you got plenty of buffs.
Again, like I said, the better half of my soul was coming through.
Get your pets, man. Get them up. Get in there. Oh, that's Stalker has lightning rod. Okay. And they got enough like striking power, right? If the Stalker and Blasters were just a little patient, I would let maybe one of my masterminds alpha, maybe either my Beast or my bots, or really any of them probably, because I think we got a Thugs, Beasts, bots. I mean, anybody should be able to alpha this shit. We got Earth controls are pretty good alpha.
Basically, with it being unseasonably cold here in Florida, I was being bribed with barbecue for later today for getting out of the car to go in and get her and roast. Personally, I have no complaints with that.
Is that our? Yeah, so our mastermind, the Beast one seems to be playing Alpha E aggressive. I would say, all right, you're on point. Will of the Wilds, you got point. All right, it looks like they're starting to take point more. That's smart. Keep going, keep going. All right, who was that just chucked the? I think that's Ember High Priest has the bonfire. That's Fire Mastery. Right now, all of a sudden, it's like our blasters aren't doing anything. Do they go a different direction or something? Or maybe they're on strike. Because this looks like all masterminds and controller here. Is it me or did you guys not see our blasters and stalker anymore? Alright, there's the stalker. I mean, all that little DOT ticking, that's got to be the Earth. Got to get some of these thugs on aggressive here. Looks like the bulk of the pets are on defensive mode. I'm no pro at masterminds. In fact, I'm pretty like a hacker with them. But one thing I'll like to do, like especially on a bigger team, is I'll put at least, let's say, half of them on aggressive. So I might say, my minions, you're on aggressive. Because then they're going to go and start attacking, which is going to trigger attacks. And that'll then trigger my other pets to defend. So then my protector, my assault bot, will then start attacking. So I'll do something like that. Because I'm not worried about straight bodyguard because I've got a lot of other allies here. But it looks like a lot of the pets are just being left on defensive and not doing anything. Right now our thugs are starting to attack.
And the whole
Alright, so it looks to me like our masterminds have gone one way.
kind of sketchy technical
And I don't see hide nor hair of the blasters. So I'm guessing they split off at some point. I didn't even see it.
benefactors and philanthropists.
Oh, our stalker's dying. Let's see if he survives. Oh, he's went that way. So there we go. You go that way, I'll go that way. Yeah, Harmony, you can collapse your buff icons here with these little arrows. Like, because all this stuff is blocking a ton of your vision right here. You can also right-click on these icons, I think, and select numeric. Instead of them showing you multiple icons stacked like this, it'll give you one icon with the number of how many stacks you have. It'll spare you some of your real estate here on your screen. Make it easier to see what the hell's going on. assuming Harmony you see this, but or any other kids out there. All right, that was second mission. We've had, I don't know, like 5 deaths already, some of that. Okay, we got to defeat security chief. We're going to King's Row. Again, Harmony is taking the old way to the train. I'm betting somebody else is going to open up another TT or something. Yeah, there they go. Somebody else a TT'd. Looks like somebody got dropped. One of our blasters is dropped. Don't know if they quit or they just got disconnected. I guess now we know what happened to one of our blasters.
How do we already have members in? Oh, right. They've got supergroup teleporters. I'm doing this by myself.
They probably have team teleport, my friend.
One of the benefits of having supergroups is you having a teleporter everywhere.
Team teleport, 10 million it costs. You can buy it from the start vendor. Oh, look, somebody teleported you. That was nice. It's the first sign of teamwork I've seen. All right, so we need to defeat security chief and his men. Now, there's a couple ways to do this mission. If there's speed running, what's going to happen is somebody's just going to go tearing ass into this map somewhere to find this guy, teleport, ATT the group to finish him off. Otherwise, people scatter every which way. Probably that'll be the worst scenario. Or you stick together and just kind of methodically move your way through. We'll see. I'm guessing there's somebody's going to go tearing ass in there and doing whatever they want to do. All right, we got aggro. PS was not on the map.
So the person who said they were lagging, dead.
Yeah, so if you're stalkers here, there's our blasters back. So if you're stalkers on the map, they can just stealth to the end. One thing I'll say is with that end of that last mission, when it's just all the masterminds and the controller were kind of working as a unit, that was the smoothest part of the whole thing. They were just, it wasn't the speediest thing, but they were just chewing through enemies. Nobody was, in trouble, just methodically moving through. I think if they did more of that, and then the blasters, if they, hate to say, knew their place, this would be going a lot smoother for the whole team. Like the blasters hang back for 10 seconds. Let these masterminds, the controller, get things started, and then go in there and nuke the shit out of them. Okay, instead of you guys diving in there, hot dogging and trying to kill everything yourselves. Again, play how you want to play, but you know what I'm saying? You guys could not have died, I bet, at all. You would have maybe taken an extra 5 minutes at this point, if that. Another thing would be nice is if sort of one of the blasters was the key point boomer, because you could then buff through him. Like, let's say it was Darth Evil. I just saw him go off with a big nuke. Target through him, buff through him, heal him, let him go nuts. Could do that. But we're seeing kind of the blasters going in different directions. Stalker's doing his own thing. Right, we got the TP to the boss room. Freaking pets. Pets sound aggressive go off. Oh shit. I don't know if anybody had announced that I was gonna go look. I didn't see anybody, but that would have been nice. Hey, I'll go look. You guys hang tight. Dude, this mastermind. Jamie, you're running out of juice a lot. which is a little bit surprising because the one thing Electro Affinity is pretty good at is endurance maintenance, but I don't know how well slotted you are. But I would be spamming that endurance power. Keep it on like one of your pets who's sitting next to you. Keep chaining through them. All right, defeat 25. Boring. Skip past that. Defeating 25. Yeah. Kill all these cray. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. All right, infiltrate a base back to Brickstown. People on the map already. Jamie's the last one there. Let's see what's going on when you get there, Jamie.
Now, we're going to call this one as soon as we're done with the super group, simply because.
All right, we've got combat happening already. Atomic's not on the map. I'm not a big fan of the speed runs just because to me they're boring. And they usually lead to a bunch of just chaos, people dying for no reason. You know, I'm more of the idea of, hey, let's just move as a unit. If we know where the objective is, great, let's go and get it. I don't need to clear every room, but what's the big deal about just moving as a group and marching through and destroying what's in my way till I get to the last room where I need to click something or whatever? Having one guy just chug ahead while the rest of you kind of scatter around and you stand by the door, maybe waiting for a teleport. To me, I'm not even playing the game at that point. I might as well have just, door sat somewhere or not even logged in. There we go. So, right, you're speeding. Why? What's the point of even going? I might as well have just stayed at the train. All right, we got another security chief. Hour and a half. Over to bricks. All right, Jamie gets there. 5 people already on the map. Fighting's already going on. I think agents just had to book out the door because they're about to die. So yeah, I mean, so for me, speedrunning's just not fun. It's boring. I could, I'd have more fun farming.
Package has arrived. I repeat, the
All right.
package has arrived.
Okay, we got more fighting ahead.
Are the packages the fact?
Let's get in there and see what's going on. And know that a lot of times, even when the person forming the team, the task force is like, hey, this is a kill all run or kill most, still got at least one person every single time, a blue side that just chugs ahead, gets to the objective, kills, and then exits the mission. It's the most annoying thing. That's why, hey, I signed up to get some XP, to fight, to click my powers, have some fun. And there's always one or two people are just like, whatever, gonna solo.
The other, they no longer play.
I'm noticing zero communication on the team. Like just looking at the chat,
They no
the only
longer
thing conversation was mostly about, hey, somebody was logging or not logging but lagging, and the fact that somebody has TT. That's what I'm seeing.
shame, but well,
And I'm just gonna say it. I think speed running just is kind of the death of the whole MMO type of concept. Your multiplayer game. If people are just speed running or soloing on teams, it goes against the whole idea of the
two people have
multiplayer.
for years.
And the other thing about these task forces were supposed to be these challenging content
But to me, they'll always
that would take an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to do. It's supposed to be an investment of your efforts and really challenge your characters, and they're just such a joke now. Unless you run like, 4-star level 50 crap. But, people are so juiced up now. It's crazy. You can't really challenge them with any of the normal stuff. But I do think, like, task forces, most people are just running them way too, like, baby mode. Oh, I'm going to run it at -1 or something. Like, I'd like to see them all just juiced up. If you want to run a task force, it's going to be a +4. Just default. Maybe have it like, +2s in the early levels, and it kind of graduates up from there. Okay, looks like we got our team split again. I see, masterminds over here clearing stuff themselves. I think we have two different games going on here. I think we got our masterminds playing methodical, at least two of them. And then I think maybe our controllers with them. And then the other part of the team is just running through, doing whatever, trying to speed it.
Not good.
Zoom in, zoom in. There we go. Yeah, the Master Race and controller are working well. But I've lost sight of our big hitters. Like, where are they at?
Level 4 minor trades.
It's just strange. Yeah, it looks like the three masterminds are in here by themselves. And I think our controller's with them. I no idea. It looks like the other group went up that far end. So they might know like where the boss is, and they're just speed running this thing. Yeah, that's what it looks like. This will be interesting to see what happens when they take on Countess Cray, because they are not playing as a unit whatsoever. I mean, somebody's gone up a long time ago already. There's clearly some people on the team who don't know this task force that well, and others who've like memorized it. Yep, there we go. So that's what I was suspecting it was going to end.
Atlas.
All right, talk to Miss Liberty. Who cares? Blah blah blah. And this task force needs a revamp big time. Okay, back to King's Row. Okay, so now again we're team's gonna be split. We got some people who are on the map already, probably freaking at the end. Harmony's just gotten there. There we go. Rescue Councilman Birch. Beastmaster Mastermind is amusing me. He's playing very aggressive. Yeah, see, some people are gone already. I don't. Okay, here's another thing. It's like, blue side. This again, I pick on blue side a lot because this is where I see it mostly. But they always need teams of 8 for everything too. So you get a team of 8 together, but then you don't even use the 8 people, right? You got a couple people just again running, doing whatever, getting to the end boss or something. And they got 3, 4, 5 guys clearing mobs. Why not just run it with 3? You know, like what's the point? Skip, skip, skip. I just don't understand the purpose of grabbing a group of 8 if you don't actually need 8 to do anything. Charity, maybe? I don't know. Skipping, 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 skipping. Keep going. Defeating Cray. All right, back to King's Row. Isn't this exciting? The tour of Paragon City. People are already on the map. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the map. 6 on the map. 7 on the map. All right, Harmony, you're there. Hopkins and his minions. I think this is the last mission, right? Yeah, so Harmony just gets on the map again. People practically dying, maybe have dying, who knows. Now let's see what happens with the AV. This will be interesting. Because this team has not played as a unit, aside from seeing the masterminds kind of grouped together. Yeah, Jamie, I don't know if you wanted to tell them they're on YouTube. That team split up again. I mean, look at this. Somebody's at the door. Couple people going back that way. Some going this way. Couple people have already gone other side of the map. I mean, what the frick? There's no coordination here whatsoever. I mean, they're lucky this is only at like +1 or +0. All right, Hopkins is triggered. Let's see what Hopkins does to them. I'll laugh. I think he's going to punish them. We'll see. All right, everybody's focusing on Hopkins. All right, not a big threat. Oh, there goes Darth. I don't know where he even is. Don't even bother, dude. He's on his own. He's probably gone the other direction. Yeah, they're like back the other way. Again, my advice to anybody out there, don't even bother trying to like keep your blasters alive. You know, you can beta buff them after the fact, give them some heals. But if you're like sitting here, oh, where are they? Woe is me. You're never going to find them.
Hopkins, report. Hopkins? I suppose I'll have to deal with you myself. Hopkins, get off the ground and help me. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I get 2 AVs. I can't wait. Well, there was one of your bots. Where's the Countess? I don't think I've seen her yet. Hopkins gets worked again. Here comes Countess. So she starts blinking people. It's like, why is there such a delay between her showing up and Hopkins getting worked again? Like, this is not a challenge.
They're sending back agents.
Agent's freaking door sitting. I'm sure they'll be like, oh, my internet. She just nuked. Wow.
Okay, we have earned the Manticore's Associate Badge a couple.
32 stupid merits for that. Yeah. All right, well, there you go. Another successful task force in Paragon City. I think it was hard, Harmony, for me to get a good read on your character, just given the way your team was playing. It's hard to say, hey, awesome this, awesome that, because your team is always split up in 16 different directions. That's not you. That's just the way Blue Side runs, especially on their task forces. Um, but I mean, you guys certainly had a solid team. I did like when you guys were working together as a unit as of the masterminds. That was pretty smooth when I saw that. And I think Electrical Affinity is really strong on masterminds. I didn't see you get to use your buffs that much. You were mostly just kind of, in follow mode and shooting stuff that got in front of you. I think you could have gotten out front and done some more frontline buffing, but it was hard, again, because your team is sort of split up, and I think a couple of times you're trying to help with those blasters, but again, my advice is don't even bother. They're on their own when they start doing stuff like that. But anyway, hopefully there's some interesting stuff there to see a different style, to see how things run. If you're not familiar with that task force Manticore, it's pretty easy. I mean, the first couple missions are some kill alls, the rest are find the guy, defeat the guy type of thing. That last mission, I've seen it go horribly wrong. I've been on a team where it went wrong, but that's because Countess Cray spawned much closer, and you had both AVs on top of you simultaneously. When she first spawns, she comes right around the corner and starts whacking you before you even know what the hell's hitting you, and you get pinned in a corner. But there you go. That is the vid from Harmony Muse here. You can check out their site for yourself. If I can pull it up again here. Boom. There they are. Harmony Muse. That was day 12. I think they just posted day 16 yesterday. So they've been going for about 3 weeks. Level 30 something, I think, now, if I'm not mistaken. Bots. Electrical Affinity. Thanks for tuning in. I'll catch you in the next threat assessment. I got a couple other YouTubers out there lined up that I want to showcase their stuff for you. If you like what Harmony's doing, you can go check out his site. Again, I'll put the link to the site in the comments or the description. And then I got a couple others I'm going to take a look at soon. And I'm also going to be running some more DEF CONs for you. All right, everybody, take it easy. I'll catch you in the next video.